day. From Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, this is the National Football League. We'll see Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on Matthew Stafford and the Los Angeles Rams.
DA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. Bucs kicker Ryan Suckup about set, and off we go from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So out come the Rams down for their first possession. They'll be led out by their quarterback in his 13th NFL season now. It's Matthew Stafford.
And Matthew Stafford was taken first overall in the 2009 draft, and he certainly played like a top pick. Throughout his career, he's been one of the most prolific passers in the league, and there's no reason to believe he's going to slow down his production anytime soon. Not only that, he's also one of the tougher quarterbacks in the league as well.
Stafford on first down. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
A man who played his college ball in Tallahassee, here's Cam Akers. And he's going to have a Rams first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And got his man complete. Touchdown, L.A. Tyler Higbee, 65 yards. And the Rams are on the board first here on the road in Tampa.
I know guys who design defenses, they try to prepare for everything, but you ignore the guy who plays tight end at your own peril.
Yeah, and he's like having another wide receiver out there sometimes, right?
Exactly right, because they're such a matchup nightmare, and they're hybrid guys. Are they receivers? Are they big guys that block? How about the one we just saw there? Catch it and go. Run after catch all the way into the end zone.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Always fun to get a peek at Tom Brady as he gets in place to command this offense for Tampa Bay.
Well, we've all seen what Tom Brady can do on a football field for a couple of decades now. But how about his most impressive accomplishment? Moving to a different franchise and taking them to a Super Bowl title as well. Not many players can continually stiff-arm Father Time the way that he has.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Throwing to start the drive. Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also have those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too. 2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were in nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Ndamukong Suh, recently a member of these Rams, with the tackle. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here's Stafford. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the 1st drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Stafford. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And Akers, he is not going to get there. They mark him short of the first. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it with Akers. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. At first glance, I wasn't sure he got it. Then I saw that spot. Definitely a first down.
It was, but boy, on the other side, you disputed a little bit, wouldn't you? Okay, if you're playing defense, are you sure he got there? But that's why they tell you all the time, don't just get what you need, get a little bit more, and take the decision out of the hands of the officials.
Well, there he needed a yard. He got a yard and maybe an inch. Stafford's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Woods. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
From the 16, Stafford. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
It doesn't matter where on the field he is. Even down here in the red zone, he is still slippery with the ball in his hands. And he was almost able to work his way into the end zone. Instead, they'll have to settle for 1st and goal, but they'll take it.
They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Akers. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Cam Akers taking it in from a yard out. And the Rams lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Gay is on for the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it was Cam Akers who capped it off with a touchdown. crowd is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Brady. Over the middle to Evans. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. I have to admit I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Brady. Looking middle, it's caught by Gronkowski. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop it well short.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Cooper Kupp deep for L.A. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. And the L.A. offense ready for this next possession. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Stafford. This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Stafford going to give to Akers on the draw. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Back now comes Tampa Bay. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Brady. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On first down, Brady. Open man, Gronkowski complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Fournette, a first down carry. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one. And what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Airing this one out for Evans. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time for Tampa Bay.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where arm strength pays off because he's got to be able to get the ball both downfield and to the sideline. And that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback. And he put it right where it needed to be.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. And Brate, the tight end's got it. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got a key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
Again, it's Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Bucs have made this a one-score game. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. It's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. And the Rams getting set to go now. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Levante David in on the tackle.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. To throw is Stafford. Now that'll be caught by Cup. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point try now for Succop. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Stafford here, coming off his pick 6. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Second and 10. Stafford now to throw. Over the middle to Beckham. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now it's Stafford. Gets this into the hands of the tight end Higbee. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
From the 50, Stafford. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
On 2nd down now. Akers, and he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
action. Stafford. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And that is incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing is Stafford. It's caught by OBJ. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
If you're a wide receiver and they call a screen pass, you're counting on some people being out in front of you blocking. But that play was well diagnosed by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, and they got there and swarmed and finished off the play.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Here's Stafford. Oh, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And Gay knocks this one through. And they take a 17-14 lead. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Now here we go again with Tom Brady in Tampa's offense. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get them back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. He'll get this underneath to Bell. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Play action. Now it's Brady. Got a man complete to Miller. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
Unhappy on the sidelines visibly. He's made the decision to reach for the red flag. did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
After review the play,
so not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A handoff to Fournette. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On 2nd and inches, Brady, a screen to Bell. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 13-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And Brady has it over the middle. And the Buccaneers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive. And here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
From the gun, it's Brady. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. It was Von Miller who shot in there to get him down.
Well, surprise, surprise. 1st and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak. No running play. They decide to throw for it, but the pressure got to him quickly and put the quarterback down.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. Now he's having a nice little 1st half here, partner.
And it's a 1st half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Succop for the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Now the Rams offense getting the football back. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. On 1st and 10, Stafford. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the handoff, running left is Akers. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball, but someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
The Rams on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Man open. It's Cup. He's got it. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now Stafford. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, it's Stafford. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Stafford. Open space inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down to the 3.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll look to run with Akers. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, Brennan, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Akers again. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7th. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? A shotgun snap for Stafford. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Gay's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within a point. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Again, we see Tom Brady and the Bucs set to take over. And the numbers for the last drive, and he was perfect, which maybe isn't surprising because he has not missed a pass in this game yet.
And it lets you know just how precise things have to be for a quarterback to be perfect, because that means the line's blocking really well. No one's dropping any of the passes thrown to them, and the quarterback is accurate. It's almost like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter or a perfect game, isn't it? He's the principal guy, but he needs a lot of help.
Time to find out if he can keep that perfect game going here, partner. Meanwhile, Brady's throw taken in by Miller. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play that time for Tampa Bay.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. A shotgun give to Fournette. A pretty decent gain on the tough run before he's brought down at the 25. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So Brady departs, and on is Ryan Succop for the Buccaneer field goal. This from 42 yards out. And Succop will put this one right through, and that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
Succop now set to kick it off following the made field goal. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Now Stafford. And his throw is incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stuff. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. The sack by the Super Bowl champion and Pro Bowler Jason Pierre-Paul. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's Johnny Hecker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The spotlight now focuses on the quarterback, and that's Tom Brady. And he's been effective in their winning, so it makes it a little easier to put a montage together.
It really does, doesn't it? Because we can see him throwing it really well. But how about everything else that's going on? Protection has been excellent. And, of course, the guys catching the ball have provided some highlight reels themselves.
Yeah, I mean, it's not always just one man. He's been good, but you got the guys catching the ball, too.
Yeah, you name it. It's all coming together for them. What they call that synergy. Everything working together really well. And right now, he's the focal point of it.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Brady now on first down. Finding Miller once more, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And this is caught by Evans. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now Brady again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. Three yards remain for second down. Now Brady. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on third down.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And a catch right side by Evans. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. Succop's kick is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
backup now, set to kick it off following the made field goal. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Now the Rams about to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10. Back to throw. Stafford. Open man right side is Kupp, complete. That catch good for only a couple. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Vita Vea. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. Back and forth, we win in that first half. This has certainly been an entertaining one to watch thus far. So let's get right back out to it as we'll rejoin our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. He'll give this to Bell. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Now a play fake. Brady. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On 2nd down, it's Bell, and he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here's Brady to throw. And that is incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
And they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. From his own goal line, Stafford. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. That's on the guard, David Edwards.
Still 2nd down.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down.
Well, they were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
On 1st down, Akers, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
following the pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Here's Stafford. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And that's good for a gain of 6. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now that'll be caught by Cup. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play there on the catch and run.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Stafford. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On the handoff, it's Akers. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the gun, here's Stafford. Caught on the slant. Touchdown, Rams. Odell Beckham. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
This has to be great for the psyche of this offense. Presented with bad field position, they didn't let it stop them. They rolled downfield and scored a touchdown.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd quarter. That time a 9-play drive. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the third.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor. Throwing on first down is Brady. He finds his target. It's Evans. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it a second down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Wide 20. 51. You don't want that, baby. You don't want that.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Brady. Wide open, Gronkowski. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 27-yard line. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 27. Now Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Fournette. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's an excellent stop right there here in this tie game. They're doing their best to hold the fort and at least force a field goal attempt.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Fournette again. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bucs are going to take the lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Extra point up and good by Suckup, and they will take a 7-point lead. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. It's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. L.A. readies for its next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. This is caught. It's Woods. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Stafford. He'll dump this off to Akers. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Going right back to Akers. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Mike Evans in the Tampa offense about to set up shop. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Fournette running out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. That now brings up a very interesting identical situation on third down.
Yeah, people couldn't see us on camera, but I love how you motioned to me like, throw the ball. This is a great shot to take it. Second and short. Maybe take a big shot downfield. Instead, they ran it. Didn't work out for them very well. They should listen to you, partner.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Brady now on first down. A quick pass here to Godwin. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a give to Fournette. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Second and 6. Brady. It's complete. He's got Gronk.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Now Leonard Fournette. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. 4 yards remain for 2nd down. They'll run it again with Fournette. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Brady going to throw. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Shotgun now for Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. And that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a two-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that can win the game for us.
Extra point put through by Succop, and the lead now up to 14. Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
On first down, Stafford here. That's out to the flat for Akers. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Stafford going to give to Akers on the draw. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Rams on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 7. Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here's Johnny Hekker now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And out will come the offense as they take over. Mike Evans and the rest of the offensive unit heading back out there now. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade is going to happen, but good thought. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Fournette. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. He was brought down by Troy Reeder. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
On first down, Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. That catch good for only a couple. Looking to throw again on second down. Brady. And Brady has it over the middle. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 41-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. This is Fournette. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
From the 38, Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 29-yard line.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Now a first down carry by Bell. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Brady's throw complete here, pulled in by Brady. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 16. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Evans has it left side. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup there.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception, but not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
To throw again on second down. Brady. He'll get this underneath to Bell. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the Buccaneers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. gets Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Stafford on first down. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. And Ndamukong Suh with a sack. We've seen that a ton since he entered the league in 2010.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Out of the gun, Stafford. His throw incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This will be 3rd and 19. He completes it to Beckham. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they've rallied and made the tackle.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Throwing again is Stafford. He finds his target, Beckham. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From just shy of midfield, Stafford. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now Stafford. And Woods has it complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? Try and go with a quicker guy and sometimes even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To the air again, Stafford. Quickly into the hands of Beckham.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Throwing again on second down. Stafford.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Play action. Stafford. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So the challenge there unsuccessful, and that means that he'll be out of challenges for the remainder of this ball game. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now it's Stafford. And his throw here is incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Stafford now to throw. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Fournette. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Bucs on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. Brady now to throw. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. A little juke. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Getting set to go again here, Robert Woods marches back onto the field. They have to like what they've gotten from him in this game.
Think about the accumulation of catches.
8.
The yards per catch now, because you're getting more than a first down every time he's touching the ball. This is the kind of game you want when you're able to throw it out wide.
Absolutely. Over 100 yards, has the 8 catches. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Stafford. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw, Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the red zone now, Stafford. This one to the left to Higbee. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Again, it's Stafford. Touchdown! Matthew Stafford finding Cooper Kupp for the touchdown there. And the Rams have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Gay is on for the point after. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Now a 2nd down and 6. A handoff to Fournette. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And we'll see if the defense wants to stop it as they take the knee. Second and 11. A handoff, Fournette running left. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Brady will take a knee here, and that should just about do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa.